Oh, you thought I wasn't going to make it. You thought I missed the deadline. You were mistaken. Just like that, at the last possible second, I slid you a brand new figure update right under the door just before it closed on the month of September 2022. I've got some choice additions to the figure collection this month. Could not let the month slip by without a classic figure update. So join me. We're going to do that. We're doing this very run and gun style as opposed to the normal using the cinema camera and all that stuff. I'm using the iPhone 14 Pro Max front facing camera because I don't normally like to use the front camera on the phone, but they apparently have improved it quite a bit. So let me know if it looks okay or if it looks whack. All right. But we're doing this run and gun because we're very busy around here. We got Interactive Hell Festival coming up in a few weeks. We got, there's too much going on. So we're doing this very simple, simplistic, keep it back to basics, showing you good figures, good figs, and no bells or whistles, no nooks or crannies. John. All right. I don't even know where to start. Okay. Let's start with one of the best ones up front. You're going to be so blown away by this because I know for a fact this is your favorite director. Am I talking about Stanley Kubrick, which I'll get to in just a moment? No Kubrick. I'm talking about the greatest director in American history. That's right. This finally showed up. Kevin Smith. Japan has finally delivered. Thank you, Bandai. Thank you, Banpresto. Whoever did this has finally delivered the ultimate Kevin Smith figurine. I'm going to open this up, actually. I can't believe I didn't do that sooner. I don't know why this exists. Saw it on a bunch of import sites that they were doing a Kevin Smith figurine. I'm a little disappointed that like Anime Expo didn't get like a crying variant of this figure. Oh man, just watched Deadpool 3, all the feels, man, you know. Okay. All right. I just feel like a lot of times I don't have the figures open, but you got to see this, right? You got to see this in person. Check it out. Look at, wait. How's his head fit on? I just want to start off with a bang. You know what I mean? Look at that. Man, just ate my wife's ass, man. You know, we fuck like teenagers, you know, whatever. Oh, God, I can't talk like him. No wonder he smokes to soothe the pain. All right. Anyway, he comes with a stand. Let's get that going. There it is. Not even Kubrick has his own action figure. Is there a Steven Spielberg action figure? Where's that? But Kevin Smith got his own. Sorry, I should have had this open before I even started this, but at least now you got to see the process. Look at that. It's perfect. It's perfect. He's even doing that pose. The face they could have done a little better, like, you know, because now he always has that face where he's like, you know what I'm talking about? He's either doing that face or he's doing this face. So, this kind of falls in a weird middle territory. But anyway, still, been waiting on that for a long time. Shout out Kevin Smith. About to see Clerks 3 momentarily. I'll let you know what I think. Don't say anything about it. I don't need to see that. All right. What's next? Okay. While we're talking about directors, let's hop over to Kubrick for a second. Where the fuck? I had something to show you and now it's not here. What is going on? Ah, there it is. Okay. They did, by they I mean SuperSeven, a great group that makes all kinds of collectibles. They did figures of 2001: A Space Odyssey. I just want to point out, okay, when you buy these figures, when they ship to you, they have a little strip on them to show you what they are. So like you'll get a box and it's got this strip on it. Okay. And who is that? That's Moonwatcher. It's one of the apes from the opening of the movie. Great. Very good. Right? But what's the actual packaging look like? Look at this. Come on. Iconic. I mean, how do you improve? You can't do better than that. 2001: A Space Odyssey figures. You don't get a package better than that. You know, there's a little bit of the verbiage down here. And again, when it gets shipped to you, it's got that on it. But then you just take that off. Look at that. And then the packaging slides out. Now, I took Homeboy out of here because I wanted to show you in person, but this is where, oh, you get a little background there. That's cool from the movie. But yeah, the one that I got was Moonwatcher. I didn't get any of the astronauts because I already have Mathex figures of those guys that are really good from Japan. So I felt like that was enough. But there he is, Moonwatcher, the great ape himself. He's got the more kind of quizzical face there too. But anyway, you could see for yourself. Looks great. Comes with the bone. Throws it up in the air. Oh, suddenly cut. Spaceship. You know the drill. You've seen it. I hope you've seen it. Hope I didn't just spoil it. But what's awesome is it's that. But then he came with this, which I thought was so dope. This is the monolith. I almost squeezed this too hard earlier. I squeezed it really hard and I heard a crack. Well, no, it wasn't. Oh, no, that's it. See? Like it's kind of like a little bit separated in a couple parts because they probably popped it together. Anyway, don't squeeze it too hard. But it looks fine. There it is, monolith action figure. But how dope, when I took everything out of the package, I'm like, wait, what's that? It's a stand. Look. Fits right in. Look how deluxe that is, dude. That's dope. Look at that. That made the whole thing worth it. The ape is cool. I mean, of course, it's cool. But to have this giant thing with it, this was a good value, I think. So SuperSeven, shout out on the 2001: A Space Odyssey Ultimates. I have not, like I said, I have not fucked around with the astronauts. So if they're cool, maybe I'll get one. But like I said, I got the ones from Japan. They look pretty good. All right, so that's for all you Kubrick nuts. Got the Kevin Smith nuts. We got the Kubrick nuts. Who is next? All you Zemeckis heads out there, I'll hop over to you. I have been waiting for this figure for I can't tell you how long, because I think they underwent a lot of shipping crises. Manufacturing, shipping, all those things have been gummed up the last couple years. It's like there was like shit fuzz on me. There's a styrofoam from another figure I opened. I'll show you later. But anyway, so a lot of things didn't ship. I feel like I haven't bought a NECA figure, the company NECA. I feel like I haven't bought a figure from them in like 20 years. And it's because I really think they had a lot of production difficulty over the last couple of years. Well, I got the whole collection of Back to the Future stuff, but one never shipped. One never came. It was like, where is that? And I'm talking about it finally came, thanks to Target, only in the last week or two. Ultimate Doc Brown, 1985 edition. Boom. Him in his hazmat suit. Look at that. Can you believe that? I was seriously waiting on this forever. This year, I got Griff Tannen, or whatever his name is. Griff, yeah, from the future. And now him. These were like the two that everything else came out like a year or two ago, but these were stragglers. And so yeah, this Doc only is just now shipping. And Doc Brown in his hazmat suit, you could see him there. They found me. I don't know how, but they found me. You know, you can recreate that moment. He's also got his it's upside down in the package, but he's got his little smiley face. His face where he's clearly saying, I figured, what the hell? So that's in there. Yeah, all the other ones on the package have shipped. All of those have come out long ago, but this one just didn't. So anyway, I'm happy this is finally here. NECA killed it with the Back to the Future stuff. But again, like what's coming out? I don't know what other NECA stuff I'm getting anytime soon, you know? They got a couple Last of Us figures. That's cool. But what's going on with Back to the Future? I want to know if they're going to do... I'm ready for Back to the Future 3. For all the cowboys and shit. Like, where's that? So I'm waiting on that. We'll see what goes down in that department. Okay, what else have we got? All right, we're going to stick to the movies portion of our programming. We're going Star Wars on this. These just shipped, I believe. This is from The Mandalorian. They just released the Black Series Dark Trooper. These powerful ass robot looking fools, you know, over here. Look at that. Cool artwork. Figure's a little more deluxe, a little bigger. Packaging's a little bigger, so that's kind of cool. This was one of my. I'm saying this is someone who enjoyed The Mandalorian. You know, I thought it was good. I don't think any of it is like God's gift to sci-fi or anything, but liked it. But this was actually one of my beefs with it. I thought these dudes were really cool, but over the course of the Star Wars saga, they have like robots in the prequels. It's like, oh, we use droids, we have armies of droids, and then after a while they realize like, yo, armies of dudes would be better, like do a clone army. Okay. And then eventually the Empire starts recruiting more people, so they realize that like, nah, it really is better to have like people behind, fighting behind us. But then I feel like then in The Mandalorian they go like, yeah, but check out our most powerful troopers are these droids. I feel like that doesn't really compute. Like, didn't they realize like droids could just be cut through like butter? I feel like the only reason they set these guys up was so, spoiler, well, I'm not even going to get into it. You know who could mow these guys down in the finale? Because it would have been gruesome if he was doing that to a bunch of people. You know what I mean? Right? Don't you think? Unless there's something else you guys know about Dark Troopers. I know they were from like a game originally, right? But maybe there's something I don't know about them. But it just seemed like we're back to droids. And I think it was that reason, right? So you can mow them down and not feel bad. You tell me if I'm right. Staying with Star Wars for a moment. This took me by surprise because I didn't even know this was coming out. I saw like prototypes of these behind glass at Comic-Con, things like that, but I didn't know when it was coming out. And then I walk into D23 Expo, I hit the show floor, and the official D23 store just has shelves of these. I don't know where these came from, but I like stuff like this. It's the Star Wars Black Series 2-pack, and they are concept Vader and concept Obi-Wan Kenobi. The way they look in old concept art before they cast it, before they did anything, interesting. With the production, you can see Vader. He's got he's got a fucking cartoony looking face there, kind of, And then Obi-Wan is some other old ass dude. I don't know who the hell that's supposed to be. Lightsabers are kind of more wispy. They're just, anyway, it's the way it looked in the prototype artwork. I thought that was really cool. I don't know why these were just sitting on the show floor of D23. I didn't hear a word about that announcement. From what I understand, I think a lot of people were in the same boat where it was like, when do these come out? Oh, it's just at some convention. Okay. Anyway, there's that. What's next? Okay. We'll pop over to, I love my Dragon Ball figure arts. I love it. One of my number one requested ones is here right now. So I'm very excited to show you this. It's not this one, but this is still a good one. I just got this like a day or two ago. Just came out. This was a web exclusive, Tamashii Nation's web exclusive or Premium Bandai, whatever. This is Son Gohan in his battle clothes from Namek, Planet Namek. During the Frieza saga. I love this shot right here of him and Krillin. Krillin's coming out in a little bit, but yeah, you see him, in the Saiyan armor. My only beef with this, looks cool. I like that he comes with so many different expressions. I always love that. But him and Krillin are so small. Why didn't you do a 2-pack? Like, you got to charge a premium to buy both. This is a 2. That right there is like, that should be one box. They've done that in the past with certain things. I know it was like Birder and Goldo or something were in one box from the Ginyu Force. But like this, it should have been him and Krillin. I don't get... It's a web exclusive. Charge whatever you want and sell both. I just don't get that. Anyway, very cool. But people have asked me over the years, what figure arts from Dragon Ball are you looking forward to? Which one would you make? What do you want the most right now? Well, happy to say they did it. It was not a web exclusive. This is a general release. I believe it came out everywhere because the people want it. One of my favorite designs in all of Dragon Ball. I'm talking the Bugman himself. Cell, his first form. They've done Perfect Cell a couple of times. I think they did a couple like different repaints of it or whatever. Cell's Cell's first form. One of my favorite creatures in all of Dragon Ball. It comes with a little. Does he have a little? Yeah, a little cliff to stand on, right? I believe. Does he come with that, or is it? Oh, the rock is sold separate. Ah, that's funny. At PAX, I saw that they are selling his shell because he comes out in this form. He emerges from like an egg, like a shell. And they're selling it, but you could only get it with like the special edition of the video game or something. I don't know. I was kind of like bummed out by that news, but have to track that down later. Anyway, yeah, this is one of my most anticipated figures ever. I love Cell's first form. I'm glad there's actually like a detailed, high quality figure of that now. So shouts out on that. Great decision. I'm glad they're doing it. I hope we get Cell's second form, even though I know people think it's ugly. I like having all forms represented. They're doing it right now with Frieza. They had already released his final form years ago, but Frieza's first form came out last year, the year before. And they just put up on Premium Bandai the second form. Big ass. It's to scale with the other one, so it's huge. So I got that. Well, I don't have it yet, but I pre-ordered it. And then they teased the third form, which you never see represented because he looks like alien or whatever. But anyway, I want it. I'm going to get it. All right. There's that. Let's stay in the anime realm for a minute. This just came out. This is a pop-up parade. I really like what they're doing. I think what's the company? Good Smile does these statues pop-up parade, which they're doing these high-quality figures, but they're not posable. But because of the way that they make them, they're not posability or whatever. They're actually like affordable. It feels like this is an answer to like a lot of figurines becoming like $100 minimum now, So this was like $30, something like that. It was actually a pretty good deal for how good quality it is. This is Rey from the final Eva movie, but not just Rey. Like we all have a million Rey figures. Do we need another one? They did a really nice one of her with the long hair, and which I don't have any kind of anything of. The long-haired Rey from the movie. Hope I'm not giving anything away, but she grows it out. They did a great job. I mean, this looks fantastic. So yeah, and they got it looks just like the artwork, and I think for like I said, like about $30, it's pretty good. So anyway, I'm digging Pop-Up Parade. I'm digging everything they're doing. So there you go, Rey, Ayanami Rey from the final film. Why am I getting emails now? Stop. Okay. What's next? I got some more good stuff. Actually, I want to grab this. I don't want to like forget this. So like, bear with me 1 second. Oh, I almost forgot this too. Holy shit. Oh, I almost knocked down a ton of stuff. Okay. All right. There. Wait. No. Okay. This is from 100 Soft. I don't think I showed that. Did I show this before? 100 Soft. They did that cute little dumpster fire vinyl figure that I've seen like a million times since. They did it at one Comic-Con, and now I think all this company they do other stuff, but I think they really, really bank on alternate versions of this dumpster fire figurine. I already got one. I think I got the original one, and I got the one with the dog on it that says "This is fine" and it's on fire, whatever. So I'm like, I'm good. I don't need any more. But then they did a tie-in with They Live, and they did a They Live variant of this dumpster fire figure. You could see the cute face behind Consume. This is a very apropos thumbnail for this video. I get a lot of tweets like that when I post my figure updates to Twitter. People going, oh yeah, Consume. So I listened. Anyway, So there you go. Consume. There you have it. This, I saw people every day bum rushing the 100 Soft booth in the morning. This is a Comic-Con exclusive. The reason why I have it now, as opposed to back then, is I didn't rush to their booth at Comic-Con. I didn't flee and wait in line for an hour. They put them online, too, at the same time, a limited supply. So while people were doing all that, I just went, got it. And then I just walked up to the line and I was showing people, like, my order. Fuck, what a dickhead. Why did I do that? That's not funny. You ever just catch yourself? Like, what a douche. Don't laugh at that. I was going, I was going up to people in line. Hi. What a dick. I had to say it out loud to realize that. Okay. I don't remember ordering this next one. You know, I always say it, but I'm not the biggest Marvel nut. I feel like this is just an observation in recent days. I've always had a passing connection to it. I really liked the Spider-Man and the XMen cartoons as a kid, and you know, whatever. It was hard to avoid anything. It was hard to avoid Marvel stuff. I mean, it was always around in culture and all that. Then the Marvel movies started happening, and at first I was like, cool, and then was like, nah, I'm really getting tired of this, over it. And then, you know, I feel like around the last Avengers movie, I came around, and it was like, dude, you know what? This came together pretty cool. I have since swung around the other way again, where now every Marvel thing that comes out since then, I'm like, what's the point of this? Okay. It just feels like exercise in patience, kind of. Anyway, but I have always had a love for 90s I loved the X-Men cartoon. I love the real vivid 90s comic. You know, I've been going to San Diego Comic-Con since I was a kid too, so I always saw all the different, you know, oh, look what happened with this Weapon X thing. Oh, look what happened with, you know, the comics were always so big and loud and 90s and saturated colors, and that's why I really liked going to Universal in Orlando. That comic land that they the Marvel land that they have is so 90s and cartoony and whatever. I really love that. So when it's stuff connected with that, it kind of hits a weak spot. So I got a couple cool things here. I love whenever there's like a god villain. You know, I always bring up I love Thanos, you know, and things like that. But one of my favorites was Apocalypse, and the Marvel Legends figure of him is pretty big. I guess I pre-ordered this like a million years ago. Look at this. He's huge, and the packaging that he's on is like old school figure packaging, the Uncanny X-Men. And I think this is so cool. And I really did. I got a shipment notification. I'm like, Apocalypse. When did I order that? This thing is great. But my problem is, like, I kind of don't want to take it out of the packaging now. You know, that's so, like, you just put that on your wall. It's so, like, iconic look. I don't know. I really like that. I was so impressed by that. I love Apocalypse. I wish they would do more with him in a movie instead of Oscar Isaac dressed like Ivan Ooze or whatever the fuck that was. So that was really cool. Another figure that I was kind of, like, circling the drain on a little bit, kind of just waiting, biding my time, is Mondo did this killer... Well, Mondo did a Wolverine figure, a really fancy one, and I've shown it on an earlier figure update. I bought this once already, and it was a Comic-Con exclusive version. Well, Comic-Con was canceled the year this came out, so they sold it online. But they only made like 1,000 or 2,000 or something like that, small number. And it was it's the same figure, but they repackaged it in the bed where he's looking sad at the photo, like the meme. And then I showed you, it might be the rarest figure I have. I got number 1. Out of all of them, I got number 1. Well, now I'm not going to take it out of the package. Like, I got to keep it in the box. So I wanted to have one that I could open and do shit with. Because I want to get the Mondo Magneto. They did all kinds of, or they are going to do all these other characters. I wanted to get one that I could open, but I'm not paying for that again. Are you kidding me? Like that was a premium figure. I don't want to pay for that again. Well, it all worked out because I forget what site. It might have been Entertainment Earth, I think. Put up the normal version in the normal packaging. I think this was still limited, like for maybe this isn't normal packaging. I don't know, because this was a Diamond Distributor. It says limited to 2,500 pieces, so maybe this is just another version of it. I think they released different versions to different vendors. Whatever. Point is, it worked out great because look at the packaging. It's fucked up. But because of that, they put it up at an extreme discount. I paid very little comparatively for this. I don't remember if it was Entertainment Earth or another website, but it was discounted, which was great. Because I don't care about the packaging. I'm open. The whole reason I got this, I want to open it up. So anyway, you can see. Did I show this? I'm having serious deja vu because I had that sleeping one, the one in the bed. But anyway, you open this up. That didn't sound good. But there he is, big ass animated series Wolverine. And again, I wanted to have him out of the package with the electricity between the claws and all that stuff. So I had to get this. And I'm glad I waited because I got a good deal on it. Anyway, and there's like a little bio on the inside, which I thought was kind of cool. Gives bio on when Wolverine came from the 70s. Yeah, really cool. I love this. I love that they all come with Morph's head. Like all of them could be Morph. Mondo just released the Magneto figure, which I have to get because I'm such a mark for a gimmick like this. He actually has magnets in his arms. So like if there's metal shit, it will stick to him. Like, fuck, you got me. However, I didn't order it. The window to pre-order it was closed. But too many things were coming out, too many things happening. At some point you got to draw the line. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, it was just a lot of things came out at once and it was just like, okay, got to chill. But the good news, don't go to sleep. Come on. The good news is I think that pre-order was just for an exclusive version. They're going to do a possibly cheaper mass release version of it in the coming months, is what I've heard. So I'm going to wait for that. I hope I didn't miss out completely because I do want to get that. But anyway, so we got this. Who cares if the packaging is fucked up? Doesn't matter. We're good. Okay, what else do I have here? Okay, we're going to move up the chain a little bit. Is there anything else that I'm forgetting? This is not a plush, or I'm sorry, it is a plush. This is not a figure, but I just want to show this real quick. Out of nowhere, Amazon was like, yo, we got all this like 50th anniversary Walt Disney World stuff. Out of nowhere, we get the dog from the Carousel of Progress. Like, dude, there is never Carousel of Progress merch. Are you kidding me? So I bought the shit out of this. You joking? Gives a little bio on the Carousel of Progress, which by the way, BT Dubs was Walt Disney's favorite attraction. So yeah, the dog, I gotta get that. So this came out of nowhere. Leave a comment. Should I take this out of the box? The box is so cool. It's got all the Carousel of Progress branding on it, but I don't know if I have room for it. Should I take the dog out? Comment, leave a comment. Take the dog out or leave the dog in. Like, say whatever you want, but add that. Anyway, this was really dope. They did a bunch of exclusive toys like this. I also got a Country Bears set. That's on the way, but no, it's not on the way. I have it. But I don't know what happened in shipping, but it looks like a sniper rifle shot teddy bear. So I'm in the process of maybe swapping that out. Again, I don't normally care about packaging, but this shit was fucked up. So I'm gonna get on that. But this is awesome. I thought that was so cool. You may not like it, but I do. We'll stick with Disney. Another moment. This again, not a figure. Okay. Sorry. But I woke up early on the way to, I believe it was D23 Expo. They do these, Trader Sam's, the Tiki Bar just outside of Disneyland, does these rare mug releases. And what'll happen is, like, starting early in the morning, they'll have it where you can go get these rare tiki mugs outside the bar. Like they start at like 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning sometimes. It used to be that these tiki nuts would line up like all night to get these mugs. I ain't down with that. I ain't doing that. But recently, in the last couple years, they started doing it where you could actually, like, starting at like 6 or 7 a.m., open the app and order it like food. Like, you know, you could do like mobile order. Like, okay, I want to come pick up a corn dog. You order it like that, but they go in like a second. But a lot of people don't realize that they can do that and not line up for it. Anyway, so on the way up, I was going up to D23 or LA or something. I don't remember. That day, they released this mug. This is Monstro. Again, it's not a figure, but it is a collectible kind of thing, so I'm going to show it. Monstro tiki mug. Every time I show people, it's like, how the fuck are you drinking out of that? You know, you doing that? You know, what are you doing? You smoking out of it? What are you doing? You put a straw. It's for straws. You got a bed of ice in there. Nice drink. Put a straw in there. Guys, don't make me. I got to do a tiki tutorial here. Come on. But at the end of the day, what does it matter? I'm not drinking out of this anyway. But I've always loved OG Pinocchio. Always loved Monstro. And we ain't fucking around here. This is the first edition. None of the second edition, third edition stuff. First. Count that. First. Yeah, like I said, I've always loved Monstro. Was always like, I really loved when I was a kid, the original Pinocchio movie. You could see kind of how they kind of animated him kind of freaky. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They like painted him, right? However they did it was freaky. I thought that was kind of random. They did this, but then it was like, oh, well, there's a new Pinocchio movie coming to Disney Plus. Okay, cool. But then I know people, I haven't seen it, but I know people who watched it and they said, like, Monstro's not a whale now. He's like a kraken or something. I was about to watch that movie, you know, shout out, I'm like choking all of a sudden. I'm a Zemeckis nut. I'm a Pinocchio head. But once I heard Monstro wasn't a whale, I was like, ha, fuck that. Anyways, I haven't seen this yet, but the mug is cool. So shout out all you Monstro heads out there. I'm sure you dug that. And then I think this is last but not least, I think, is in honor of Halloween, over at the Disney parks, they did release, every year or so, they release another obscure chunk of the Haunted Mansion graveyard, you know, and you know, they do figures of the classic things, the hitchhiking ghosts or the bride or whatever. That's all. Yeah, okay, great. But what I love is when they do, like I said, these random plots of the graveyard with just random, the less known characters that you see in the Haunted Mansion. This one was put out when I got to the park, when I got to Disneyland on Main Street, at Disneyana on Main Street. They just put this out, and they actually told me the only one they had was the one on the shelf, the display one. So I had them take it off the shelf and box it up, which I think was fine. Looks good to me. But they did the mummy story. The mummy's got the tea, and this old ass man wants to hear it. So you're wondering who's going to spill the tea. It's this mummy dude. It might be King Tut. He's got like a sarcophagus there. So, and I love the attention to detail, how nicely they painted the sarcophagus. It's not, you know, just gray like everything else. They put some detail into it. So anyway, yeah, they're talking about grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize. These guys are socializing. He's spilling the tea, and this guy's going, ooh. They're probably talking about shit that happened with the Try Guys or something like that. You know, whatever. Of course, in this graveyard, they might be the Dead Guys. Just a little ghost humor for you, little graveyard humor for. Anyway, check this out. How dope is that? The other ones don't have that. Wait, do they? Maybe I never checked. because I got the opera singers right over there. I gotta go look. I can't do it now. It's gonna take me a while because behind a bunch of shit. But anyway, they also did the singing busts. The when the grape doors, you know, whatever, the singing bust. And that's electronic too. Like, you turn it on and they sing. And it was really, really cool. But I held off because I feel like the singing busts are another one of those things like the Hitchhiking Ghost where you've seen it enough, you know, kind of a little bit. But I'm still going to get it. I just want to hold off. Again, pace yourself. You don't have to get everything all at once. That being said, every time I've been to the park since, it's sold out. So hopefully they come back. We'll see. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. This was a figure update. Again, a little more low key. Just trying to I'm trying to keep productivity going. So this helped me. Hopefully it looked good. If you liked the figure update, let me know. If you didn't, let me know. What was your favorite figure? Leave a comment. What was your least favorite figure? Leave a comment. If you loved the video, share, like it, share it. If you hated the video, share it with an enemy. And if let me know if I should let the dog out. Who let the dog? You let the dog out, or keep the dog in. Anyway, this has been another figure update. Will there be one in October? Yeah, there's already a bunch of figures on the way. Like, I could have waited and done this later, but you know what? It's the end of the month. I can't wait anymore. So there's some good stuff in this coming to this next one. So stay tuned. I'm gonna leave it on a little cliffhanger. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm trying to think of like a cool, some cool shit to end it with. Fuck, that's loud. Why is it so fucking loud?